Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I believe this package is from Artisan Cutlery. Now I'm going to double check and make sure, and yes, I'm exactly correct. This is from Artisan Cutlery. I have absolutely no idea what is in this package. I can't remember speaking with them, so we're going to find out together. It's probably something that's available, so I will link it right down below for your convenience. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to Artisan Cutlery for sending these in. I assume it's more than one knife. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. We passed 40,000 followers on Instagram, so thank you guys for that. That's really cool. I like posting pictures to Instagram, right? I mean, I think that's really all I ever use it for is just pictures and videos. Obviously, that's what you're supposed to use it for, but that's more of a leisure platform for me. Okay, so we have two CJRBs. So from Artisan Cutlery. If you didn't know, Artisan Cutlery is the parent, I guess we'll call it the parent company. CJRB and Artisan Cutlery are the same. It's kind of like how ZT and Kershaw are both Kai USA. So I'm not even going to look and see what it says on the outside. I'm just going to open these up and see what we've got here. So let's move everything out. We'll do these one at a time so the camera can focus. First one here, CJRB. Oh no, we have something that's all metal. CJRB. Is this steel? Must be. Oh boy. We have a huge... I mean, it's big. I'm not joking around here. We have a big steel frag button lock. Oh, boy. That is large, definitely. What do we have here? AR RPM 9. Milled out. That's pretty cool. Now, got a new thing with button locks. We got to test them. CJRB has traditionally been a company that can do a button lock pretty well. That one's fine. I don't like to swing those things like a baseball bat, but I apply what I consider to be a medium amount of force, about 5 or so. That's all that I expect a button lock to withstand on the spine, and that does it just fine, and has maintained excellent lockout. Nice work. Seriously, to any company that's going to do a button lock, you got to get these right? I mean, these are not really inherently strong locks. So we have to at least have solid, reasonable lockup. Obviously, there's no situation where you're going to use a knife like that. Unless, of course, you're an idiot. An idiot might use a knife like that. But under normal circumstances, right, I have to assume most people who like knives are, you know, are smart people. They know that knives are meant to cut, right? But still, I'd like to know that in an extreme scenario, maybe where there's accidental or unintentional force applied to the spine, the thing's not going to immediately disengage like some of the other less expensive button locks that I've handled here recently. So it's nice to know that a really cool looking large button lock, budget button lock, I have to assume, based on the materials, can withstand, you know, the little bit of force. What's the overall length of this big boy? Holy crap! 8.85 inches with a 4-inch blade. That's cool. What the heck is this thing? I mean, it'll be linked in the description with the name. Yeah, well, here's some codes. I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to say on the blade, but I would like that if it was printed on the box, but that's okay. It'll be linked in the description. What's the other one? This one also feels kind of heavy, so I'm going to assume it's the same. Oh, is it exactly the same? Oh, now hold on. Now hold on here. I was like, oh, it's not quite as heavy, and I think I know why. I think it's because this is titanium. Oh boy, with their sand polish. Oh boy, make my day with S90V. Let's go. That's great. Oh, that is cool. CJRB, titanium, frag titanium, and S90V. Wow. You know what? I'll bet you anything there's a reasonable price tag on this. I don't want to say, it's definitely under 200, but just knowing CJRB and Artisan Cutlery, boy, that is noticeably lighter. Knowing what they normally do with these materials and what they normally charge, I bet you can get this for a reasonable price. This is very comfortable. Excellent. That is so cool. I love how we're doing this setup, right? If you really, really need the premium, if you really need it, here it is. Titanium and S90V. Few people are going to argue that those materials are inappropriate for the price that CJRB is asking. I haven't even seen it yet, but I have that much confidence in this company to price this stuff correctly, right? I mean, because look at their track record. And if you're like, yeah, cool, but I just like the look of the knife. They make one in steel and AR RPM9, which is a fantastic powder-formed budget steel. We have exactly none of those except for AR RPM9, right? And you can get it for way less. I'm certain that this is well within budget territory, well under $75. That's my guess, right? You'll be able to check the pricing here. Let's weigh them so you guys know the difference between the two. So cool. That's awesome. I don't think I've seen these, so I don't know if I even had a conversation with them, or maybe they said we're sending you the, and then they said the name and didn't actually tell me what it was. So this is 5 ounces, not bad for an almost 9-inch knife. I mean, and it's all steel. Titanium, 3.77. So this is a 3.77 ounce knife that has 4 inches of blade, right? Or at least 3.9. Fantastic ratios there. How about some size comparisons? You guys probably would appreciate that. Benchmade group tiller, in this case, the Ritter Hogue. You guys know the drill. Custom skills. You can find them down in the description under Original Go and others. Demco 8010. Demco Cold Steel 8010. 80 20.5. Spyderco PM2. Spyderco Para 3. And what's another good one? Hogue Deca. And Benchmade Bug Out. Oops. Just about cut myself there. So there you go. I think a good idea, smart idea. This is how I like to see releases. If CJRB is going to dabble in this, like, we're going to start pumping out premium knives, right? Generally, these companies, the way these companies work is they have one company that does the premium stuff and the other company does the budget stuff. But we've seen more budgety knives come from Artisan Cutlery periodically, despite them being primarily the premium side of things. And we've also seen premium stuff come from CJRB, despite them being more on the budget side of things. And I think that's great. If they're going to do this, this is the way that they should do it. Make the same knife. Make one with some reasonable, like good, acceptable, budget materials, right? So people can get the look and the feel, just not have to pay as much. And then make a premium one for people who are like, nah, it's a cool knife, but I got to have that nice, I got to have that S90V. Huge fan of this. And of course, you get that extra polish. I hate to do a vehicle analogy, but I'll tell you what makes me really upset when they do trims, and Dodge is at fault for this. Take the Charger, for example. They had a clear distinction between the base Chargers and the upgraded ones. At some point, they're like, let's put wide body kits on the freaking regular ones. No! That should be exclusive to the premium models. So now it's really hard to tell, not the wide body, but like, for example, the GTs, those are V6s, by the way, if you didn't know. Those things running around with big boy shoes on, no, those are V6s. You can tell this bothers me. They got a hood scoop on it. And they got the dual, exhaust with the pipes kind of looks like it's got a V8 in it. It doesn't. The GT's just a V6. That look should be exclusive to Hemi and up. I'm sorry. But that's how I feel. I like that there's a clear distinction here. We have the titanium and we have the premium polish, the S90V, on the more expensive one. It looks a little different, right? I like that. That's how we should do that. I think it's cool. And this guy still looks awesome, right? It's got its own thing going on. All right, rant over. Also, if you drive a Charger and you're still driving around with those yellow things on the front, if you just bought it and you're like, oh, those are bumper protectors, so I got to leave those on. Take those off. Those don't stay on your car. Take them off. Maybe sometimes they're pink. It looks ridiculous. Take them off. Okay. All right. This in my town, I can't tell you how many people are driving around with those things. This is a weird place to rant about that, but it's just like, oh man. Okay. Anyways, please make sure to follow. Where did my card go? It's gone. All right. No, here's the other one. The other one's tucked away under here. Sometimes I throw these things and I don't pay attention. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.